Today I'm opening up a betta from online, but this betta that is in here will be going in there today. Our little betta is in here. 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm opening up a betta from online from Space City Fish and Coral. So this big box right here actually has a betta fish in it, but it also has some stuff to set up the betta's side of the tank. So if you didn't see that video, make sure you go check out last video where I set up the tank. But don't worry, I didn't spoil the betta in that video. You're gonna have to wait and see in this video what the betta looks like, what colors, patterns, everything like that. Although I am already spoiling it, it is a giant male betta. I wanna see just how big this thing is, and the patterns and colors and everything. It's gonna be awesome. So make sure to check out Space City Fish and Coral in the description down below. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and comment down below what colors you think this betta is gonna be. And other than that, let's get into it. I have to film the first part though of setting up its tank. Once I open up this box, there will be other stuff, like I said, to set up this tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the betta fish out first. So while it's acclimating, I can set up its tank. Now it won't be going in there today. It will be going in this quarantine tank, obviously not with the dragon betta that is in here. The dragon betta is actually going into its home today, and it's been about a month and I haven't seen anything. It's acting fine, it's eating fine, everything is good about it. So I think I'm good to go ahead and end quarantine for the dragon betta, which I somehow still don't have a name for, but he will be going into his home today. That'll be a separate video because I want to show you guys all about quarantine tanks and transferring bettas and everything like that. But this betta that is in here will be going in there today. So our dragon betta is now in this tank. He's actually sitting right back there with the snail. Hopefully they don't eat each other. Well, only the betta would eat the snail, but the betta is right back there. I'm gonna turn off the light so it can reduce stress and everything like that. However, our new betta is going into this quarantine tank to be quarantined for a few weeks. And even though the other betta didn't have anything wrong with it, I do wanna go ahead and do a good water change on this tank and probably change around this stuff a little bit just to change it up. I also don't really like that rock being in there. I feel like it could hurt the betta just because it's a small tank. So I think I might take that out and do something else. But let's go ahead and empty out this tank, refill it so we can get our betta in there. Okay, just like that, I emptied it out, filled it back up, and now it is good to go. But like I said, I want to go ahead and take out some of this stuff. So I'm going to set down the camera and we can rearrange all this. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do is take out this rock here. And I'm going to put it into some other water just because there is going to be beneficial bacteria on here. Now, honestly, I would much rather just leave this tank with just plants and nothing else. So I think for right now, I'm actually just going to leave the rock out. Honestly, I would put something in here, but I think that because he's a giant betta, he is going to be bigger than the other one. So this 2.5 gallons is going to be smaller for him. And I think that rock just takes up a lot of space. So now he has the entire tank to really swim through. So opening it up right here, looks like we got a huge insulated package. So I just gotta go ahead and cut through all this. Might need 2 hands actually. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can actually get this fully open and then we can see what's inside. So it looks like I have found the betta. The betta is in this little box down here. However, there are a few more things I gotta take out. I'm waiting for this package and so excited to the aquascape. Never mind the betta. The aquascape is gonna be so cool. Okay, I am super, super excited. So I just took out all this stuff for the aquascape. Like I said, that's the last video, so make sure you go check that out. But our betta is right here in this box. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take it out very carefully. Okay, so right in here is the betta. Super excited, I gotta be careful. I don't wanna move around too much. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my scissors and let's see how this betta is doing. All right, so I got the box open and our betta is right inside here. Now I have to open up this and our little betta is in here. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I only saw like a couple pictures of it and they were just like quick pictures, so I don't even know like fully what the pattern looks like, and I forget what it looks like anyway, but I just know that it's gonna be some colors that I really want and it's gonna look so nice next to the dragon betta in this tank. So let me go ahead and open this up and stop talking because I'm just too excited. Like I said, I've never ordered a betta online, so like that just that is like really exciting because most of the time I go and buy the betta and I'd rather order it online. I'd rather order it from a breeder, something like that. I'm super nervous. I hope it's alive. I hope it's doing well. I am so scared, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera so we can open this up and see how the betta's doing. Okay, I have it right here. I'm just gonna lift it up very carefully. Obviously the betta is gonna be stressed and stuff. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm gonna turn it around. Make sure you place all your guesses down below. What color you think this betta is gonna be? 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, he's so big. He's giant. Like he really, like when they say giant betta, they're literally not lying. This thing is huge. And it's not even full grown yet. So there is a bag inside of a bag. I'm just gonna take this one out. Maybe we can see him just a little bit better. That's so cool. As you guys know, blue and yellow is my favorite color combination. I'm just gonna open this up a little bit better. But this betta is so big. I mean, he's literally like, he's just giant. He's a very big betta and he's only 16 weeks old. So he still has growing to do. His pattern still has to come in. He's still gonna change up a little bit, but this is so cool. I love this betta so much already. Now that the quarantine tank is set up, we can go ahead and open up this bag, and I'm gonna put him into here to acclimate him. I did rinse and wipe this out already. So let me go ahead and cut open our new betta. I'm so excited. So now I'm just gonna pour him in here very gently. Come on, buddy. Okay, perfect. And make sure he has enough water. So now he is in this little cup, and I'm gonna go ahead and start acclimating him to the, oh, sorry, the camera's just falling. I'm gonna go ahead and acclimate him to this quarantine tank. Like I said, this way here, he can be quarantined for a few weeks just to make sure, even though obviously he's been by himself and being monitored, I just wanna make sure because sometimes the stress can induce some sickness. So I wanna go ahead and acclimate him to here, and he can stay in here for a few weeks before going into his new tank, which obviously is not set up, because all the stuff is right back here. I definitely don't want him to jump, so I'm just gonna put this down on top just to prevent him from being able to get out. And now in like 25-30 minutes, I want to give him a little bit extra time just because he's been in that bag for a couple of days and obviously the stress of all that. So I don't want to shock his system too much. I want to give him enough time. So in 25-30 minutes, we'll go ahead and put him in his quarantine tank. And until then, I'm going to keep drip acclimating him. And I'm actually going to start setting up his tank up there, his side of the tank anyway, so that it is ready for him in a couple weeks when he's ready to go in. Okay, so it is a few days later, and I wanted to do this a few days later so I can actually show you guys how the betta's doing, the tank setup, everything. So this right here is the giant betta's side of the tank. However, I did see all of your comments about how giant bettas need a bigger tank. The thing is, the giant betta that I do have, that I did get in, he's actually only a baby. He still isn't full grown yet, so he's only a tiny bit bigger. I'll only keep him in this side of the tank if I do end up putting him there for like a month, 2 months, 3 months max, or I do upgrade him to a different tank. Because like I said, right now he's only a little bit bigger than my dragon betta, but he is doing really well. The thing is, guys, we need a name for this betta. I have no idea what to name him. All I know is that he is my favorite color pattern. The yellow and the blue together, my favorite color combination, and he just looks so cute. So I love his tail, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but his tail is actually like 2 different types of blues. You can kind of see it, I guess, but we do need a name for him. I don't know what to name him. Comment all the names down below. This did come up, unfortunately I gotta fix those, but as you can see, he is happy swimming around. His colors are looking really good if the camera will focus. His colors are looking really good, a lot more vibrant than they were when I first got him in, and his fins are all opened up. So he's actually doing really well. He's been eating and everything. So yeah, although he is a giant betta, he's not actually full grown yet, but I really love his pattern. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Also, he has like one, not white eye, but like this eye is like, has a white outline to it, and the other eye has a black outline. So it's kind of cool that he has like 2 different color eyes, which I don't know that I've ever seen on a fish. But yeah, he kind of pulled up these plants, so I gotta fix those. I guess we can go ahead and feed him because he looks like he's hungry. He's waiting at the top for me. So he's already kind of trained to eat at the top, which I love. This is the food that Space City Fish sent me. Just gonna grab a few pellets here. Hopefully it got on there. Let's see if he sees them. Come on, buddy, your food's at the top. There you go. Oh, I love when betta fish eat. They're so cute. There he goes. Put the lid back on his tank. And our dragon betta is right behind those rocks and hiding. I don't know if you guys can see him right back there. Also, I decided because the betta still will not leave the snail alone, I'm gonna go ahead and move the snail into this side of the tank. And when I put the giant betta in here, I may keep it in here, I may not. I'll just have to see how the giant betta reacts to it. But let's go ahead and take out this snail. Hoping I can do it without taking the lid off. Go ahead and pick up our little snail here. Come on, buddy. You're gonna go on the other side of the tank, so I don't even have to acclimate you. All right, I'm just gonna set them right down here on the bottom. I just gotta fix these lids, even though they need cleaning again, and fix the light. And there he goes, off to eat some food. And although I do need to top off the tank, it is looking really good. I love how it turned out. A lot of you seem to really enjoy it as well. And you had the idea to put the red floater plants in this side of the tank, which I will be doing, so I gotta order some of those. Coming up, don't forget, I'm setting up this 10-gallon tank, and I may actually end up putting the giant betta in there when he is full grown. It just depends on what fish I put in there. And I will be using this plant substrate in this tank. And if I have some extra, I will be adding it into that tank just because it does have a lot of plants and it could really use the nutrients. But thank you so much, Space City Fish and Coral, for making this all happen. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So make sure you guys go check out their website. They have a ton of different stuff on their site, including bettas, obviously, and plants. But this tank and this betta would not be possible without them. So again, just a huge thank you to you guys. And for all of you watching, make sure to stay tuned because I will be setting up more tanks just like that 10-gallon down there for some other fish, some fish that aren't bettas. I might end up putting the betta in that tank eventually and putting a different betta next to the dragon betta here. But that tank initially is just gonna be for some other fish. So like I said, comment down below what fish I should put in that tank and also some names for this betta because I have, again, no idea what to name it. I like you guys to name all of the fish and all the animals. But comment all that stuff down below. Make sure to check out my TikTok, my Instagram, check out Space City Fish and Coral because again, this would not be possible without them. I cannot say thank you enough. And other than that, I will see you guys in a few days with a brand new video. And until then, bye.